told you she was going to join us in a video or two. So the first, I guess, experiment that I wanted to try to show you that maybe you can do at home with parents' help is called the penny experiment. Now, pennies, when they're brand new, come out looking super shiny like that. And it's made out of copper. And copper, when it's clean and not old, is really pretty shiny color. But when pennies get super old and super dirty, they start getting a little gunked up and a little dark. You can't really see the details on them anymore. So with the penny experiment, we're going to see if we can find out a solution that would be really good to clean pennies with.
Make them brand new.
Make them look brand new. And remember, these things you need to do with your parents, and always ask permission first, because we don't want them to have soggy money or soggy wallets or purses or anything like that. We need to be responsible first, right? Okay, so we've got 3 jars here. And this one, as it's labeled, is just going to have water in it. So Lily, would you like to put some water in that for me?
Yes, ma'am.
Not necessarily a certain amount. We're just going to fill it up maybe 3/4 or so with water. You can use any kind of clear containers. Jars are the ones that I have more availability to right now. And this one we're going to have soap and water. So Lily's going to add water, and then we're going to give it a quick squirt of dish soap. I don't really think it matters what kind, but this is what we have. And during these tough times, you got to use what you have. And if your family's rationing and they can't do that, that's okay. So that's why you can watch it on here. So I added some soap. Maybe I should add a little more just to be safe here. Oh, making bubbles. Okay. I know our friends like bubbles too. And I need to get that one stirred up. Mixing the soap and the water. Hopefully that was enough soap. And for this one, we're going to put salt and vinegar in this one. So for that, we need to add about ½ cup vinegar or so. This is what we use in the classroom whenever we do experiments and the kids say it smells like Easter. We might do some Easter egg dyeing too with this later on if this works out okay. So we got about ½ cup of vinegar, and then we're going to add roughly 2 teaspoons or so of salt. And then we're going to get the pennies in on the action here. All right. We'll see how steady Miss Michelle's hands are. Okay, there's 1. And about 2. Okay, 2 teaspoons. Okay. And I'm going to use a different spoon and stir this up. It probably doesn't make a difference if you use the same spoon. Okay, so in front of each one of these, we've got 5 pennies. So with just water, we're going to start adding the pennies to the solution. 1,
2,
3,
4,
5. Perfect. Now we're going to add 5 pennies to the soap and water. 1,
2,
3,
4,
5. And last but not least, we're adding 5 pennies to the salt and vinegar solution. 1,
2,
3,
4.
5.
Awesome.
Okay, we're going to let them sit in there a little bit. But one thing I would like to show you, kind of like a preview, is I am going to dip this really dirty, yucky penny into the water for about 10 seconds. And we're going to see if it changes anything with this penny, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, I only got a little bit of it on there, but it doesn't look like it's any different. Water doesn't do much to pennies. Can you get germs off your hands with just water? Do you remember?
Probably not.
Not effectively. So this one we're going to add another dirty penny. 10 seconds into the water and soap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we'll take a look at that. Not really any change there in just 10 seconds either. But maybe if it sits in there longer, it'll make more of an impact. Last one. 10 seconds in the salt and vinegar. And Miss Michelle's going to tilt this a little bit to get it in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This one actually looks quite a bit cleaner from just 10 seconds in the salt and vinegar. So what we're going to do is we are going to let these sit for about 5 minutes. And then we're going to scoop them out and we're going to see how they look after sitting in their solution for 5 minutes. See if there's any difference, okay?
I'm super excited to see if there's a change.
Me too. Okay, we're going to check back with you in just 5 minutes. Okay, we're back. I'll be honest, it's been a little bit more than 5 minutes, but we're going to go ahead and we're going to take out these pennies and see how hard of a time Miss Michelle has with them. We're going to see how they look after being in their solutions for 5-ish minutes or so. Actually, I'm going to leave 2 in here. Just for now. So these are the pennies that were not in any solution. So this is how our old dirty pennies look to begin with, if you want to have a comparison. So there's the water. Doesn't look like there's too much of a change. Let's see how these guys look. Okay. And this is our soap and water. Oh, that guy was really dirty. See what change we have there. Look like they were a little bit better than these guys. This is without drying them or wiping them. Now on to kind of our magic solution, our salt and our vinegar. The salt finally dissolved. And let's see. Okay, so I'm going to actually use a little bit of water to wipe the solution off and see if it doesn't make a difference. Got a towel here because there's so much residue and gunk. Oh, look at that guy. Do you remember how he looked before? That's quite a bit cleaner. Of course, it's also a little difficult to really get a good idea of coloring wise over video as opposed to in real life. So these guys cleaned very well in the salt and vinegar, it looks like. Just have to have some water to kind of rub away the
Excess grime.
Okay, I'll tell you what, let's do another 5-minute fast forward and we'll take a look at the 2 that we left in there and see if they look any shinier. Okay, we're back. It's been, I want to say 12 minutes since we first put the dirty pennies in the 3 different solutions. And so let's take a look at what they look like now. This was our water, and not much of a difference between 7-ish minutes and 7 minutes here, huh? Because these were the ones we took out after 5. So I will correct what I just said then. So these were in there for about 10 minutes and no difference. They still look pretty dirty. These guys actually look not half bad. I did wipe them slightly with a towel, but they do look cleaner than what I want to call our control penny, our one that hasn't been cleaned or put in solution at all. And then last but not least, our salt and vinegar. Check out these guys.
after I've wiped them with a cloth. Look at how much cleaner they are. Hopefully the lighting is true to reality here. So yeah, so we've learned that putting pennies in a salt and vinegar mix for about 10 minutes and then rubbing them clean takes off what's called the grime. And there you have the penny experiment. You guys are if you're willing to try this at home, please let me know if it works out and if you had any different results. You can't post any comments on these videos because these are technically children happy videos, and due to privacy and due to safety restrictions on YouTube, there's no way to post comments, and that's okay. These are just for you guys to enjoy, and I want to hear from you, so let me know if it works, and I will talk to you next time. Bye guys.